Hey little pirates. All right, so we're moving on into subtraction from 1 to 20. We have a couple of methods that we use when we're talking about subtraction. The biggest thing that you need to talk about with subtraction is to pay attention to the minus sign. Because of all the ways to get the correct answer, if you add the two numbers together, it will always be wrong. Because when we're subtracting, we're looking for a smaller number. Now the very basic way, let's say if we're doing 17 minus 8, is to use counters or draw pictures. So I'm going to use counters, and I'm going to have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If I have 17 and I take away 8 minus 8, I'm going to just take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I realize that my answer is 9. Another way that I can do this is if I have 17 minus 8, I can put 8 counters on the board, and then I can count on to 17. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We also can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can tell sometimes with kids that it's easier when counting on to go forward. So this is an option that you start with your smaller number and you end on your boss number. Hey little pirates. All right, so we just went over 10 frames. Now we're about to go over the number line. Remember, when you're subtracting, you're looking for a smaller number. 20 is my boss number, and then the other two numbers are my worker numbers. When you're doing that with a number line, we start with the 20 and we bounce back. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The answer is 11. Another way when you're subtracting, if your kids don't necessarily like to count backwards, is you can start with the smaller number and bounce on, counting how many bounces you made. So I'm going to start at 9 and I'm going to bounce to 20. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I landed on 20 and I focus on how many bounces I make. Again, I want to reiterate, if you are subtracting and your kids can do 20 minus 9 by themselves in their head, I'm okay with that answer. These are methods to help people that don't necessarily see the numbers laid out as clearly. The easiest is when you draw circles. We like to draw circles in the 10 frames because it gives you a uniform way of looking at the numbers. The number line is really easy for these kids to see because when they land on the numbers, they don't get things out of order in their heads. Just remember, when you're subtracting, you always put that bigger number in front of the minus sign. When you're subtracting, you're looking for a smaller number. Thanks, pirates.